Here's the deal. The part that most women over 40, busy women over 40, I should say, that they don't want to hear is it's not that you don't know what to do, right? You have learned a lot of things on your journey when it comes to health, fitness, fat loss, weight loss, right? But there is this version of you who gets results and actually maintains those results. And it isn't just following a plan. It's the woman inside of you who you really are meant to be. She thinks differently. She's showing up differently. She is becoming someone different. This is something that repeats in my mind over and over. And it's that concept that if you want something different, you must be willing to do something different. Not for a few minutes, not for a couple of weeks, but continue, right? Repeat, repeat, repeat. So if you've been stuck in that start-stop cycle, this episode is going to speak to you. That's my hope. And hopefully show you exactly what's been missing. And I am going to get personal today. I have a lot of personal things on my heart today. And I kind of feel like I usually do get personal. Anyways, let's get into it. Hey girl, welcome back to another episode of Rock That Fitness with Anna Rockstar. Welcome back, girl. Happy Monday to you. I hope you're doing well, and thank you so much for tuning in again today. Right off the bat, I'm going to be so, like always, keeping it real, and I'm recording this. I don't know why I'm laughing. I'm recording this episode on Sunday afternoon. Yes, the day before it drops. I've had quite a bit going on. Most of the time I do my recordings on Thursday, right? And you probably know that. And then they drop on Monday. And from time to time, I will say, you know what? Thursday wasn't working for me. And I was going to do it on Saturday. Well, guess what? Life happens. Things happen that we are, we can't predict. And so Friday night, actually in the middle of the night, there was a serious emergency and my mother was rushed to the hospital in respiratory distress, just exacerbated symptoms of her CHF, cardiac, it's failure, heart failure. Sorry, I'm just very tired. I've been at the hospital just nonstop. and COPD, and she was having trouble. So rushed to the hospital, and so there's been a lot going on. And I was going to record this yesterday afternoon, but I just spent the whole day at her bedside. And here's the thing that for myself personally that I'm kind of like having. Here's my challenge. This is an ongoing challenge that I think that you're going to understand and probably get. And something that I've been learning on my journey of life, not just my health and my fitness journey, but I believe that everything impacts our journey, our fitness journey, our health and fitness journey. Everything impacts it. So we can't be like, compartmentalizing. This is my health piece. This is my fitness piece. This is my work piece. Everything impacts everything. And so why I say that is because I didn't show up to do this podcast episode because I felt like I have to show up. It wasn't even that. It was that a couple of things. There's things I want to say. There's things on my heart that I want to share today. And there's a very big, very important opportunity for you if you have been in this stop cycle, or feeling some kind of way that will you ever reach some kind of health and fitness goal that you are pleased with and that you feel at ease with and confident in. Maybe you're feeling like giving up. Maybe you are bombarded with all of the messaging out there and you're on the fence. Like, I want to do something about this, but I'm afraid because I've done all these other things. So that's one of the biggest reasons why I'm showing up for you today, because my next small group coaching program is about to start on April 18th, this coming weekend. Kickstart. This will be our 14th Kickstart round 14 starting up. And so I want to show up and let you know that this is still in the works. It's still about to happen. And I want to make sure that I do everything in my power to invite, to announce, to reach out, to make sure that the word is getting out, that we're about to start the next 6-week program. So that's big. And me coming on this podcast, I have very few notes written down here. I'm coming pretty much extemporaneously, ad-libbingly, improvisingly. And that's not been easy for me for the longest time. And here's the reason why, because I know and I believe that pretty much all of us have dealt with some sort of trauma in our lives. And I think I've mentioned this. And this year I've really leaned into just becoming more at peace with just being more and more. I've always been authentic, but just more forthright, more open, more sharing what's on my mind more and more lately in this year. And one of the things that I have been working on all my life, and I know I've shared with you, is my personal journey and my personal growth path, which is why Rock That Fitness is really rooted in this, because I'm very passionate about mindset and changing our thoughts and our patterns, our beliefs, the things that actually move that needle for good, how we change, right? And so I've been on a path since in high school, and in the past couple of years, even more and more, because I've worked on my mindset. I've actually invested in mentorship in this area of my life. I've invested thousands of dollars in therapy, and even thinking that I had it kind of, had a good handle on this. Until last year, one of my mentors said, "You know what, Anna, I think I have a hunch that you would really benefit from this trauma therapy." And at first I was thinking, what? Like what? I've already worked through a lot of this kind of stuff. Anyway, long story short, man, I learned a lot. I went ahead and went for it because, this is not a pitch for any of that today. This is just me sharing why I'm coming in here just extemporaneously and with notes that are basically I have basically 3 or 4 lines here. Because one of the two things in my life, as in my path, has been these things that have impacted me because of the traumas of my childhood. And the reason I share this stuff is because I know, that saying that your vibe attracts your tribe. I believe that so strongly because I know that if you follow me and you've been here and you're in my, Rockstar world, if we want to call it that, then my vibe's attracting you. And there's high likelihood that you also have experienced traumas in your life. And I say this because it impacts the way that we think, believe, and those things impact our success in all areas of our lives, including health and fitness. And so I have been leaning more and more in this. And so for myself, two of the biggest things that I have been impacted with in my life is one, abandonment issues, which I didn't realize until a couple of years ago. And what was the other one? And not good enough. Hello, not good enough. Not good enough, which stirs up things of, trying to be perfect, not wanting to fail, wanting to have everything figured out before I get there, not going to do it unless I have a perfect plan in place, not going to start it until I feel ready, all of that stuff, right? So the two big things where trauma in my lifetime has impacted me have been this abandonment and not good enough. Go figure. So I show up to you today because I don't need to be good enough to come to you with a podcast episode and share from my heart what's going on today and why I'm here and what I have to say, right? And that's why I have pushed myself in my own personal growth to show up, even though I may not feel ready, even though it feels scary and there's uncertainty, even uncertainty on what the heck I'm going to say today. It doesn't matter. What I go back to every time now in my life is in any circumstance. Like right now, today, this is me showing up and not about me. This is me showing up about you because I genuinely love you, sincerely care. And I've been through a lot of crap, and I've grown through a lot, and I've learned a lot. And I'm here. My purpose is to share that with anyone who is open, ready to be willing to learn and grow too, and wants to show up imperfectly, and wants to set some goals and show up differently so that you can get a different result. So that's what I'm doing. I have my not perfect notes here, and I'm going to go through this, and I don't have a lot of time, but because I'm going to go back to the hospital to be with my mom, and she's in very, very, very the most critical condition that she's ever been in. And I don't know right now if she's going to make it. But I'm here to share with you what's on my heart. There's a lot on my heart today. Aside from the fact that we need to keep showing up for ourselves, number one, keep showing up for ourselves. So even when there is a crisis, I'm not saying like, keep on showing up for your podcast, keep on showing up for your work. I mean, I am doing my best, and that's all that needs to happen. There's no showing up perfectly. There's no such thing. And that is a myth. And that is something that keeps so many of us stuck and not making progress. So I don't know why I'm saying all that, except I'm just speaking, right? Speaking off the top of my mind and heart. So I don't know what's going to happen with my mom, but I was able to step away for a little bit, and I'll go back after this. So I trust you as my friend, as, you know, heart to heart, that you have grace and mercy for me, which also, by the way, a side note here, I just want to say thank you to all of you who are just genuinely there and really do care, not just about me, but you love Mama. I've shared her in my life all these years. Not so much the past few years. There's been a lot of stuff going on in the family dynamics that I'm not one to, like, you know, bring out the negativity and all that. It's still, there's stuff going on, but I've managed it, and I choose wisely what I want to bring out. What's helpful, you know, is really what it comes down to. Not because I have anything to hide. I have nothing to hide. Girl, you can message me anytime, ever, in any platform. Email me, send me a message. I'm an open book. Anything I have to share is, I believe my life is here on purpose to share and help whoever needs the help. So if you have questions, my life's an open book. But I have always come to you in all these platforms from a place of like, is this helpful? Is this beneficial? Is this edifying? Does it uplift? Does it encourage? Does it motivate? Does it inspire? Does it give? Does it give? Does it love? And if it doesn't have those elements, then I don't understand the purpose. For me, it really has no purpose. It's got to entertain sometimes too, right? Because I think that's great. Like, entertainment is I believe, you know, like laughter is a form of medicine, and I think that's a gift. I think my sharing of my music is a gift, and I love to just give. So anyway, today I'm coming to give you what's on my heart. And I want to share a little bit about what's going on in RTF. And that is, the next Kickstart is coming. And the important parts of this, like today I posted on social media about how, you know, there's been a lot of changes in the online landscape. It is still the wild, wild west, especially when it comes to AI and all that stuff. And so many of us who have been online for some time in the social world, like, we're like getting, you know, I don't know what you call it, squelched out. Unless you're paying for ads and putting lots of money out there, your content isn't being seen by everybody. I mean, I could have thousands of followers, and only a fraction of you are seeing my stuff. And so I do my best to continue to do what I do, because I love what I do. But I say that because there's a lot of stuff going on online, and AI is there and people are just throwing out content. And I know that many of you are bombarded by all the messaging out there, all the stuff. Not only that, especially women, us women over 40, we're bombarded, especially with the whole, menopause and hormone replacement therapy. And now, the whole GLP-1s and all of the weight loss medications. Now, I am not against any of those things. I believe those kind of things have a place, and they have a place in, is it relative? Is it needed for you individually? But I'm telling you right now, like on social media, it's rampant. They are just, it's the herd mentality. Women 40 and over, we're all dealing with hormones. We're all like gaining weight, especially in the midsection. We're having all these hormonal symptoms and things that we have to go through. And it can be very confusing and scary and disheartening and defeating and all of that stuff. And so we become, what I believe, just easy victims of all of the advertising out there of you need this and you need that and try this supplement and do this detox and do this reset and all of this BS. See, I haven't even gone to my notes yet because I get fired up about this. And I say that because today I put out a post about GLP-1s, HRT, dieting. Regardless of all of these things, we still need, if we want to change our body, our physique, our condition of our health and our fitness, there is no getting around the basics that still need to be in place. And when I say the basics, you know what they are. They are truly dialing in our nutrition with whole foods, in particularly building our meals around protein. And there's a lot going on with all of that. There's a lot to understand and learn with the basics. We don't learn all that stuff all at once, right? It's got to be little by little and step by step. But it's there, and it's important to know that that's necessary if you really want to make some changes in your physique, even in spite of those things. Even if you did decide to use GLP-1 and you were supervised by a doctor, we still got to establish some habits, girl, for your longevity, for your health, for the strength of your body, your bones, your joints, your muscles. We still need to support the health of your brain and all of the systems in your body with your nutrition. And then there's the strength training piece of this, which I harp on this all the time. It's not about a random workout. It's not about just using weights in a strength training plan, a program or a workout. It's about being on a structured plan, one that is designed to help you build muscle and get stronger. And then the big piece that I talk about all the time too is mindset. And mindset is a lot of different things. There's a lot that happens with that. And so what I want to do real quick is I just want to touch on each of these and how we do this inside of Rock That Fitness. That way you can understand what I do as a coach and what's happening back here, backstage of this beautiful, amazing Rockstar concert of all these women that are a part of RTF who are making real changes, real and lasting change in their body and also in their mind, which also translates into their life in every aspect of their life. Because no doubt when we make these changes after the age of 40 and they stick, girl, is there no doubt in your mind that you will show up with the competency to continue with confidence, knowing that you know what to do for you individually, your body, your health, right? Your body. And when you have this and you have established these habits and they're in place and you're going to be showing up differently in all of your relationships, all of those special relationships, in your relationships with your family, with, your significant other, in your relationships at work and with your friends. And so, yes, this mindset piece is important, and there's a lot. So all of these things I know, and I know because I am an expert. Funny to say that, like I'm going to stand here and tell you, I've got the credentials, girl. I also have the receipts, not just for me personally, but also from many, many, many of the women that I serve every day. And they will tell you, and they do tell you, and you have seen the receipts because I share them on social media. And if you don't, if you've only been listening to podcasts, girl, go check out what I've been posting, and you probably get it in emails, but see what's going on, because we've got some amazing Rockstar women in RTF that not only have they been getting the results and doing the thing and living the life, but they've gone the next level and shared that with you. Like, this is what's up. So what I want to do is just kind of talk about a little bit how I do that, because I think this will help you make a decision on, like, do I need to do Kickstart? Do I want to join Rock That Fitness? Which, by the way, they're two different things. I feel like I need to repeat that because sometimes there's some confusion with that. And there are, because my Kickstart program is a 6-week step-by-step program where I will walk you and guide you step by step, week by week for the first 6 weeks, which is a foundation of the RTF method. And I call it the RTF method. This is what sets me and my method apart from all other coaching, all other programs. And this is a mixture, a combined beautiful thing of my own personal experiences, my own expertise, along with the evidence-based approach to fat loss, the evidence-based approach to building and shaping and recompositioning your body, as well as my own experience as a coach with women over 40. And yes, not just 40. I do have clients that are under the age of 40, but also in changing your behaviors and your habits. I have been trained in this and I have experienced this. And so for me as a coach, it's very important that my clients are coachable and they're open and willing, not for me to just tell them what to do and hold their hand and hold them accountable. That is not at all my goal, because my ultimate goal is that I am guiding you in your own thought processes. And it takes humility and it takes courage to go to that place where you are examining your own motives, your own beliefs, your own thoughts, and the reason why things are, and understanding that you don't have failure in your life. You have feedback. You have feedback when it comes to things, right? And so these are the things that I coach, and I make no apologies for this, because this is the key to lasting. You can get all kinds of results all day long with all kinds of programs, but it doesn't matter if you are not able to confidently move forward without going backwards and continuing to maintain your results with ease. That's exciting. With ease, not just like treachery and chasing after it so hard. Because you are slowly over time changing not just your behaviors and your habits, but the identity behind what keeps you showing up every single day. So inside of RTF, you can actually today, girl, if you want to just join Rock That Fitness, you are welcome to join, and I invite you to join. You don't have to go through the Kickstart 6-week program. But the Kickstart program, 6-week program, is inside of RTF members portal. So you can do that self-paced if you would like to. But what I have coming up is another way to work with me, which is you don't have to join Rock That Fitness membership. You can just do Kickstart 6-week program and then decide while you're in there or in the midst of that or at the end of that, you know what? I want to keep going. I want to keep going and be a part of this community and continue my journey. But this is your opportunity to do this for 6 weeks. And this isn't cookie cutter. This is, I am going to meet you right where you are. And here's the things that we do together. What we do together. Depending on where you are, I will walk you and guide you through your own personal and individualized plan when it comes to your nutrition for your goals. we'll set those things up, and we'll have a plan. You will understand what the expectations are for yourself and what you want to do for you. You're going to have the buy-in because together we're going to come up with your plan, and you're going to be excited and do that because you know that it's designed specifically for you. And you will have a program that you can follow with your strength training. And we will work together on where are you at with your thoughts, patterns, behaviors, and what do we want to work on? And all of these things that we're doing together, we're doing it in a small group of other women who are busy, over the age of 40, busy, high achieving, have a lot of responsibility. We are at this stage, right? Do I need to even repeat it? We've got a lot going on. You're my tribe, attracted to my vibe. And I am the woman who has raised a family. I have adult children. Maybe you still have some at home. Ours just left, less than 2 years ago. So we are empty nesters, but we also still are working. We have our careers, or maybe you just are busy doing other things, taking care of your family, your extended family, right? Aging parents. Maybe you volunteer, whatever. We have a vibe, which is we are this woman that shows up in life. We've got a lot to do. Not that that's bad, but we enjoy the challenges of life. It fires us up and we get something from it because we are giving, and we love that. So we are that woman, right? We're high achieving, and we love to love and give. But we tend to put everybody else first. And that's why our health and our fitness tends to suffer, because we want to please, we want to help, we want to do all that things, but we got to take a step back and make our health and our fitness a priority in this way, in the RTF method. And so you'll be together with a small group of other women in this same, group, the same vibe. And it's a beautiful thing because nobody has to be on the same journey in the same place, because I'm meeting you right where you are. But the thing that we have in common is that we are all driven to work on ourselves right where we are, no comparison, and just that step by step and building, right? It's going to be that compounding effect that's going to get you the results that you want to achieve and help you learn how to maintain them. And I say with ease, without the fear of going backwards, without the fear of regaining, because we are not dieting anymore. Yeah. Isn't that a freeing thing to think about? So how we do that is I have lessons every week inside of Kickstart. And so each weekend on Saturday or Sunday, you'll just go through 2 or 3 very simple video lessons where I guide you in your nutrition, exactly what to do, how to do it. Same thing with strength training. And I have some mindset stuff in there as well. So all of these things get combined in lessons every week. You will be, executing in a strength training program, because no longer are we working in this realm of endless cardio and all the crazy stuff. We are making strength training on a program that is designed to help you build strength and muscle. But we're doing this in a way where this is the primary focus. I'm not saying other activity isn't important, but I love me some yoga or whatever, Pilates or whatever those other things are. Great, wonderful, Zumba, dance, whatever you like. But those classes they're not designed to help you build muscle and get stronger. So inside of the Rock That Fitness app, I designed these programs, 6-week programs, where every week you will be executing on your choice, whether you want a full gym program that you can do at the gym, or maybe you have a full gym at home, or you can do a dumbbell and band program. 3 days a week. That's it inside of the 6-week program. And by the way, do I need to say that I've been doing my strength training program on a 3-day split, 3 days a week. That's a 3-day a week. And I've been doing that all these years, over 8 years now. That has been my plan. So more is not better. Okay. Better is better. We are focused with intention. These workouts are designed to help you progressively get stronger and build muscle over a period of 6 weeks. And each 6 weeks in RTF, we do a different phase, another 6-week phase that I design and put out there. But you'll be doing the same exercises week after week inside the app, and you'll be documenting what your reps, your sets, and your weights are, so you can actually track this, right? And we are going to have coaching calls each week on Tuesday evening at 5 p.m. Central. And I highly, highly recommend attending these. If but don't make this the reason why you don't do Kickstart, because we have replays. But I just highly recommend attending these calls, because these are the calls where we get into the nitty gritty, where we really open up and talk and get our breakthroughs, get the breakthroughs that you need when it comes to your personal needs in your nutrition, your health, your fitness, and all that kind of stuff. And behavior change and habits, those kind of things. We meet every week. And we also discuss whatever the lesson was the weekend before, and maybe you have questions or how to implement it exactly, and just making sure that you feel confident in the knowledge that you've gained, and now you're truly implementing it. So this isn't just a course where you're just going to go through and watch these videos and that's it, and now you're all done, you're fixed. This is your opportunity to really gain the knowledge that you need for you individually, and now execute it. Implementation. And that's what coaching is for, and that's what the small group is for. And I'll tell you what, when we have these small groups, these women get very bonded in the group, because inside the RTF app, inside of Kickstart Live for 6 weeks, we are together in the small group in the app. So there's a lot of interaction throughout the week for those 6 weeks. And these women really, you will get connected with women because it's the vibe, and you're going to really connect with each other because there's just something about it. Like, we are this like-minded. We are all like-minded. We have the same freaking struggles and challenges, but we also have other people who understand, and there's so much power in that, and knowing that everybody's got your back, and that you can't mess up and you can't fail, because there's no such thing as failure. There's just feedback. All of this. And that's basically how we do things inside of RTF. And so Kickstart is that 6 weeks of implementing the RTF methods, the way that what we do here differently. And I'm telling you right now that I haven't even used my notes today. So all I can say is I really hope that the things I've shared with you today have been helpful. And but this is a really big thing that I don't know if you're aware of this or not. If you're thinking, well, I don't know, and I really think I need just one-on-one coaching so I can have that one-on-one accountability. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not saying there isn't a place for one-on-one coaching. And if you really feel like you need that, then probably this isn't for you, because I'm here to guide the woman who is ready to step into the next level. And that next level is at this stage when we're beyond this, we're past the whole, I'm going to be so worried what everybody thinks, and I'm going to be worried about being like everybody else and comparing myself. Girl, we're past that. We're ready to understand that, like, you know what? We're not alone. We all deal with this, and we can step out and be vulnerable and share. And this is where the power is. And so that's my heart and my passion, because I see the power of groups. I see the power and the strength of a community, and that's what we are inside of RTF. This is the heart of Rock That Fitness, and I can't say enough. And Rockstar is listening. God, I'm so proud of you guys. I love y'all so much, because I know that I myself right now, I'm currently going through this health crisis with my mom, but we all have a crisis from time to time. So while I do know and believe in my heart that Rock That Fitness is the happiest place on earth, beyond Disney, I think it's not a toxic positivity. It's a true, genuine, sincere place of love and encouragement and uplifting. And so I know the women in here care for each other. And when we have a thing that's going on, we lift each other up. We say, hey, this is going on. I'm showing up for myself today like this. I went to my workout, but this is happening. And we come together in that strength. And that's why I know the strength of small groups and the strength of this community, because RTF is a bigger community, right? But there's strength in that group that you can't get in one-on-one coaching. Again, I'm not against one-on-one coaching. There's a place for it. And I do actually have a one-on-one coaching offer. It's just different. It's basically voice and text support, but you do need to be a part of Rock That Fitness. There's that. But beside that, what I'm saying is that group coaching is very powerful. It is just very powerful. And I believe in it. And I believe in it strongly, so strongly that, at the end of last year, we decided that Rock That Fitness was no longer going to be doing one-on-one coaching in that capacity. I wanted to focus all my energy on making Rock That Fitness stronger and just what it was meant to be. And that is this strong family of women who are like-minded and showing up for themselves and being there for each other. So now that's what that's all about. And I want to invite you, genuinely, this is your invitation to do it. And if you feel scared and excited at the same time, that is your sign that this is for you. And I'm not saying that like in any kind of weird, persuasive way, but you'll know. And I want you to come in here excited and scared, because then I know you care and you're excited for it, and you did the thing. And that's the difference between people who stay stuck and people who make real changes. The people who make real changes in their lives and their health and their fitness they step out of doing things the way that they've been doing them, and they do it differently, and they do it scared. Because it's that uncertainty that still needs to be there, where we just are going to step out and learn, because you can't mess this up. Not if you stay open and coachable and show up imperfectly and you keep going, because it's that compounding effect. This is how we learn and grow. We don't learn and grow doing the same thing, staying safe, trying to figure it out, all that kind of stuff. Like, that's not going to get you where you want to go, girl. And I'm going to be the one that loves you enough to tell you, you will just continue to spin your wheels and stay there until you decide it's time to just do it scared. And I do have this piece where I share with women, and what I shared last week with the webinar that I shared for fat loss, my unlocking the 3 secrets of sustainable fat loss. And there's a small piece in there where I share, what you can get when I say, like, this is what you can get for your money. I don't believe it's the money. Like, here, what I'm offering you is a transformation. What is that worth to you? So if it's a money thing for you, I want you to ask yourself, what's it costing you to stay where you are? Because it's been costing a lot. And you might say, yeah, but what if I do this and I don't get any results? Well, why are you going to go into it with that attitude? I mean, ask yourself, what's it costing you to not do it? And are you getting results now? Well, there you go. What do you have to lose? Nothing, girl, nothing. You're not, yes, we're all special, but you're not alone. Okay. And so you could hire a personal trainer at a gym for, however much, end up paying $100, a week, could be anywhere $400 to $600 a month. And you won't get nutrition coaching. You won't get mindset coaching. And you might not even get a strength training program, because they're just going to see you a couple of times a week and make sure that you're doing right form, and you're not going to be on a program, right? That does happen most of the time. Or you can hire a nutrition, dietitian, or whatever, and think about all the hundreds, thousands of dollars that's costing you. Or you can hire somebody to help you with your mindset, life coaching, and all that. Thousands of dollars for that type of mentorship, right? Or Rock That Fitness, because this is what we do in RTF. The pillars are nutrition for fat loss, or nutrition, period, whatever your goals are, strength training, your fitness, your conditioning of your body, and then the mindset piece, and all of this. So you can take a look, go to the show notes, and go click the links, and you can sign up. I want to encourage you to sign up. Also, if you are on the fence and you have some kind of uncertainty that you feel that you just, I'm not sure if it's a good fit, then I want to invite you to reach out to me. Send me a message anywhere and say, Anna, I'm not sure if this is a real fit. I will let you know, because if it's not a good fit for you, then I don't want you to join. And I'm not saying that in a mean, ugly way, but if it's not a good fit, it's okay. I want to make sure that it is a great fit for you. That's my goal, that it's a great fit for you. So I'm not here to pressure you. If you are unsure, you've been thinking about it, and believe me, I know sometimes it takes people a while to figure it out. I've had women following me for years that finally, do the thing, and they're like, I wish I had done it sooner. And that could be you this time. I'm blown away. I still have women coming out of the woodwork, and I've been following you since WW. I'm like, holy cow, girl. That's a lot. Holy cow, cowgirl, holy cowgirl. There's a new one for you. Yeah. Okay. I did not do any of my notes. I'm looking at them right now. This is kind of funny. It's laughable. So Kickstart, I'm looking at the last part of my notes where I'm like, Kickstart, this live Kickstart round 14 is going to start on April 18th. I invite you. This is your official loving invitation to just go into the show notes right now, click the link, and don't even think about it again. Get in here, girl. We are going to kick off this weekend, April 18th. We're going to do this in a way that you've never done it before. And you are going to get results that you're going to be able to maintain, and it's going to be life-changing. And this is a transformation. You are not buying a program. You are not buying personal training and a nutrition plan. You're not even buying coaching. What you are investing in is your health, your fitness conditioning. You are investing in the transformation of your body and your mind long-term. What does that look like on the other side? Have the vision. Believe in yourself. I believe in you. I know you have it in you. If you have that strong desire in you, then you can do it. You'll absolutely do this. So I invite you. Come on in and let's rock your fitness together. I love you so very much. I'm gonna go now and get back to life, back to reality. This is reality too. But anyway, I love you. And I just want to say thank you so much for spending time with me on this episode today. I'm feeling pretty darn good that I showed up today. It gets me real excited. I get very fired up about what I get to see and what I get to do every day. And again, I'm just so thankful for all of you who support me as a friend. And even if you're not a part of Rock That Fitness, you're still a part of the Rockstar world. And I love you so much. And I just thank you. And I just want to encourage you in your health and your fitness along your way. Keep doing the thing, okay? Keep that self-care, that self-love all day, every day. Please do that for you. You're the only one that can. Do I have your word? Good. Let's rock.